Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to Turn the Page. I am Janine, your host, and we've got two awesome guys with us and one new person here tonight. Um, I'm actually looking for my intro, and I'm having a hard time finding my video clip for that. And thank you guys for being here. Share, like, and subscribe, and we'll be right with each and every one of you. Okay, we're back. We're back with you guys. Just give everyone a little more time to jump on here. So, as I said, we have somebody new with us on Saturday Night Live with Buckshot, and his name is Bob Perry. I'm going to bring him in, and we're going to find out who he is. He's part of the community. Some of you guys may know him. I don't know what his handle is. I should have asked him that. But any case, he's probably in Jason Q. I think Buckshot knew who he was. He reached out to me and said, "Hey, I'd like to come on and chat with you guys and with Buck." And I said, "Sure, let's do this Saturday Night Live." Before we get to that, I wanted to let everybody know that I had somebody reach out to me that was a winner of Hula Hoops, Dr. Ken's foot bath and soap. And I want to share this with you because right as I was getting on here, Hula Hoop happened to say, "Hello, Janine. I just wanted to let you know the winner of the trivia, Debbie Debbie was the winner, lives within 45 minutes from our center. I'm offering her an extra free foot bath so she can bring a friend or family." Oh, Hula Hoop, you have got one of the biggest hearts out there. Thank you so much. And we'll be giving away more of these foot baths, more of scent nutrition, and also I found out from Dee Fletcher, she won't be on the show, but she is sponsoring, just like Hula Hoop is. She'll be giving away a 30-minute reading. She's pretty good. She's a spiritual teacher. She's an author, and so on. And when I do that bingo show, you guys will hear more about her. But yay! Congratulations, Debbie. Thank you so much, Hula Hoop. We appreciate you in this community and looking for more people. If you want to support Turn the Page, just Venmo me. And what is the money used for? If you got $1, $2, $3, $5, I'm not asking for a lot. A lot of it goes for the T-shirts, the T-shirts that are being mailed out, and so on and so forth. So if you guys want to contribute and help support that, I appreciate it. As you guys know, I'm retired, so I live on a fixed income, and so I'm just kind of asking for a little bit of help because I love having fun with you guys. If there are no, if nobody really wants to support in a monetary way because things are tough right now, I get that. I totally understand it. We'll still continue to play the games because they're fun, and that's what this is all about. So tonight we're going to talk with Bob Perry, Buckshot, and let's see here. We're going to talk a little bit about geopolitical, a little bit about food, of course, when Buck is in the house, and we'll see whatever happens. So, without any further ado, let me bring the guys in. We have got Buckshot and we've got Bob Perry. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing great.
I'm good. Bob, welcome.
So, everyone, Bob is B. Perry. So, it's B. Perry.
91.
That's right. So, how is everyone? How are you, Janine? How are you, Bob?
I'm good.
Oh,
Can you hear Bob?
Good.
I can hear Bob, but he does sound a little muffled, like he's in water. Maybe I don't know if it's his mic, but I can still hear him.
Maybe a little closer here.
Maybe your mic might be covered.
Well, we were
Okay.
testing. We were testing before we went live, and I was getting a lot of feedback. He may have turned it
No.
down. Bob, you want to say something?
No, I've left it the same.
Well, before we start,
Test.
okay, you good, buddy?
Can you?
Yeah, that sounds better. You sound more clearer when you're closer. But we can't see you. We see your chin. If you don't mind showing your chin all night, I'm good with that.
The hair of my chinny chin chin.
But before we get started, I want to let everyone know it is Hula Hoop's birthday today. Oh, see, you're reading my mind. I had a head start because I cheated today. I was on Facebook, so I was able to see it nice and early. But she looks like she kind of beat me to it. You must be on YouTube. Great, me and Sherry in sync. And I got my turn the page to the next Bucky. Where we go on,
It
we
is
go
big
on.
on you, Buck. I hope it shrinks. I hope it shrinks.
Well, it is, to be honest. I think this is a little big. Get shrunk that one, the human trafficking one, and I haven't shrunk that one yet because, to be honest, I am a guy and I tend to ruin stuff. So, knowing my luck, I'll try to shrink it, and I'll shrink it too small, and I'll be like, yeah.
Well, I cut my neck out because I can't wear stuff around my neck, but I didn't do such a great job, but it's okay.
That's all right. I mean, it's the look that counts.
I think you'll.
Okay,
you'll
so
like
I want to
my
say
t-shirt.
happy birthday to a beautiful soul out there. Happy birthday, Sherry. Sharon. Sherry. I never know.
Sherry.
Okay. All right, we got to check in with Bob. Bob, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I think you'll like my t-shirt too. I don't know if you'll get a very good picture over here. It's the same one I've got on right now, but I made two of them. Well, actually, I made three of them. Let's see if I can get that up there where you can see.
Yeah, I can see that. LGBT, liberty, guns.
Wait a minute.
The other way.
Yeah.
Back towards you. Lean back. Liberty, guns.
There we go.
There we go. Bible and Trump. That's what I'm talking about. And QAnons. Yeah.
Buck, I want to send Sherry a T-shirt, and she can do whatever she wants with it. It'll be a small because I'm down to small and medium sizes only. So happy birthday,
think
Sherry!
small would be perfect for her.
Yeah, she's
with those hips.
hula hooping. So Sherry, we got a T-shirt that'll be sent out to you probably on Monday. All right, so Bob, let's hear from Bob. I want to know who he is and what's going on.
Well, I watched your show where you were giving away the bingo things, and it just kind of hit me that the things that I do as like a hobby, I work with woodworking and high-tech CNC carving and stuff. I've got a few of my pieces here if you want to see some.
Sure.
This is one I'm doing that's a gun. Let's see if I can get this up there.
A little too dark. You got a light over there? Can't really see it, Bob. There we go.
Just practice it a little bit.
Now, is that on,
with
that's
a
on wood?
laser. It's a dog.
Is that on wood?
On my wood. Yeah, it's a gun stock.
Oh, it's a gun stock. Okay, so it's leather then. Oh wait, no, wood. I'm sorry. Yeah, gun stock. Blah.
Yeah, and this is one that I was doing for my son, but screwed it all up. Just started practicing doing a few things, make a. It was going to be a clock, but I kind of got the images all screwed up, and
Yeah.
I'm going to make a bigger one. It's a lot more organized there.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the best. That's what's great though. You start off. I mean, you can mess up on the earlier ones, right? I mean, not everyone, right? Can we get gifted and jumpstart and get into something.
Well, it's actually a 3D printer, is what it is.
Oh yeah.
But it's got a laser attachment, and it also has a CNC carving device that I can use to carve carve images. Like this is a piece that I'm doing for one of Scott McKay's.
Nice.
Scott McKay's.
We the people.
I've got the tomahawk.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to start making display cases for it.
Okay. So you got one of McKay's tomahawks. I hope you use it. And I don't mean for chopping things.
Oh, but that sucker's broke in pretty good, bud.
All right. Just checking. I mean, if you're gonna if it's let's just say it's like a mechanic not using the tools, right? That it's built for.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna offer the peace pipe part of it first, But if you want to go the other route, we can do that too.
No, I'm good with the peace. The peace pipe will be sweet. I mean, because how many people? I mean, you can get a tomahawk anywhere. Can you get a peace pipe?
Yeah, that's his moniker. It's functional too, bud.
Yeah, because I think Bruce Poppy has one, and he's mentioned that it's functional.
Yeah. Scott carries one usually with him up on stage.
Yeah.
I actually met him and Sasha Stone in Sturgis last year.
Okay. Have you been to any tours yet? Where are you at, Bob? Where you live, Bob?
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Okay. Yeah, I've been to the Nashville one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were at Nashville was it the Louis Hearn thing?
Yeah, the last event that he had. Yeah, I drove out to Nashville because it's about
Out here.
I want to say it's 4.5 hour drive for me to Nashville.
Yeah, it's was it under the big white tent?
Yep.
Man, I don't remember seeing you there, but I didn't know who you were at the time either. So.
Yeah, I was there. I pretty much stood with Master Baggy and SBG channel. Eric. I stood with him mostly in the back.
Yeah, Eric.
Yeah.
Derek Johnson was there too. Lloyd Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Actually, what's her name? Carol Reisen was there too, but I didn't know who she was at the time. I might have spoken to her briefly, but after I got onto her Tuesday night Tuesday calls that she does, she doesn't record those though and doesn't publish them, so they're just private. But I got on there the first time and she had a fellow on there, but ever since then he's been gone and I'm the only guy there, and there's about 5 or 6 females there. I mean, it's kind of unsettling,
Yeah. Do you do other shows?
No, I'm pretty.
So is this your first one?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm kind of with no teeth. It's the smile's not the greatest. I get some pretty good one-liners every now and then, but
That's all right. Look at me. I got fangs. I'm either a vampire or a cat. I would say
yeah.
more a cat. I'm more of a feline because I used to be fast when I was younger.
Well, I'm on my second batch of those LifeWave X39 batches, and they are
Okay.
doing some amazing things. I'm telling
So they are working for
you.
you.
The inflammation and the arthritis seem to be fading away. Seriously.
Yeah, that's awesome because I know certain stubborn people have tried that, and like I say, if it helps, great. Some people they don't stick to it and then say it doesn't work. But I'm all for if it's working for you. Go ahead.
Yeah. The other thing is, I'm like Janine. I'm on fixed income too. All I get is Social Security, so I have to kind of pick and choose which ones I get, and they're all not cheap.
Yeah.
But the new, I really like the new me too. I'm just using up the last of my new me, so I'm gonna have to get some more of that next month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm a heavy smoker. You just need to deal with it.
That's all right. Janine, you're on mute.
Sorry about that. I didn't know.
She said
yeah. So
when
I
I
just want
talked
to
to
let
her
everyone know.
on the phone.
Hold on a second, Bob. I just want to make an announcement here.
Okay.
Seems like Bob probably's on a delay.
Yeah, he is. I can see that. Yeah, Bob's on a delay. Could be his internet. But in any case, I want to. This Shabby Maverick Buck, I don't know who that is asking for prayers. And when I see that, I want everybody, whether on your YouTube or Rumble, just to take a quick moment to send a quick prayer of love or protection or pink light or whatever it is that you need to Shabby Maverick. Do you know who the real name is on this one, Buck?
I don't. I Shabby is how I know.
Okay, so when somebody says that they made it to MN, very sick and need prayers, it doesn't matter what it is, just send the best of love, and it's like sending a text instantly from my mind to her heart. So I'm going to do that right now.
It's Terry.
It's who?
Terry Allen.
Oh wow.
All right, Terry. I there's something I know. I know my daughter's sick. She's run down and sore throat since yesterday. So something's going on. Something. I mean, the weather's been crazy, right? I mean, I don't know about you guys. Today it was like 90 degrees, and now it's just dropped down, probably about 20 degrees or so. Well, let me see. I know it's starting to get cloudy out. They've been spraying chemtrails everywhere. Now it's starting to get cloudy. So.
Yeah.
Well,
so with all the TTP family love, stay strong, is Hula Hoop is saying. All right. So Bob, I'm sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying?
They banned chemtrails in Tennessee. The temperature's starting to get nice, but the last 3 or 4 days in a row, it's been really high pollen.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it was 90. It was about 90 because me and Jason talked earlier, and it was 96, and now it's 75.
Yeah, it sounds like here also. We're cool. We cool down. Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to breathe again.
62 degrees.
62 degrees there, yeah.
So, just talking a little bit, I'm going to open up something here. I'm just going to take a minute to kind of go through something out on X that caught my attention. And the reason why I want to show this one in particular is when people come together. The song that I played, my opening song, was one that I think I did I don't know, when I first started. I don't know. I've had like 4 or 5 intro songs, and it's called talking about coming together. Buck, I'm going to get your thoughts after I show this video, and also Bob's thoughts on this. So there's been a lot of how do I put it? It's the first time ever that I'm seeing people talk very negative about what might be coming up with whether it's Antifa, whether it's the. I'm going to be very careful because I'm on YouTube here. It's the little piece of paper that you put into a box, and it usually happens around November. Okay, so and I think that there people are speculating that not good things are going to come up after that. So let me just show you what is actually going on in Brazil. I'm sure Buck, you may have seen this if you follow X. This other kind, these people, it's coming from Rebel News. These people, let me take this one down here. This comment, it's Black and Bob. So these people decided to come together because they don't want what is actually happening, and this is I would love to see all of us come together in the United States is unity, not trouble, nothing like that. Just waving the I just saw the American flag there, but yeah, we need to come together to stand up against whatever it might be. And then I saw this, I thought, wow, this is really standing up. What do you think, Buck?
Um, yeah, I mean, um, no, I mean,
What
my
do you
first wife was Brazilian, so I know their culture. Very passionate people. Um, they are when they know what's right and what's wrong. So to see them out there, you know, that's why like their football games, soccer, right? They're probably the one of the best teams of all, as far as producing players. Um, but yeah, I mean, the problem is where I hate to say it, but pussified as a society, where you see people that come from nothing, right? Well, who knows if they come from nothing, but they have less than us, let's just say. Um, and problem is we're kind of like take it for granted. That's why we don't see this more often, which is kind of sad. Um,
Yeah,
we don't
yeah,
want to. We don't. They don't want to lose what we have. It was we were talking earlier, like if you that Scott Labadio from Staten Island. I hope I pronounced it right. Um, he was on a show the other day and he was ranting. Right? You think Jason Curse, typical Staten Island New Yorker, when you're passionate about something, he goes out to these events and protests, and he's like the only one there. People that have kids, parents, right? It was on Staten Island, immigrants housing across the street from a middle school. He's out there protesting because housing military age men in a housing across from a middle school. He asked for parents to come out, and they don't come out, right? So it's like you can only do so much, right? And it is sad to see that not enough people do it. You know, I'm
yeah,
I'm I'm fortunate enough where I live, kind of in the South, and we don't really take they don't really take much crap around here.
yeah,
But everybody's more like respectful too in the South.
yeah.
They might be judgmental just from experience, but they are, you know, more out
How
to like
how
be
long have you
respectful.
been in the South, Buck?
Over 10 years, well,
Oh,
going
that's a
on
good
10
long
years
time.
here. Yeah, so I see the difference between the Northerners and the Southerners. We're more of like, go, 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 but they're also more, I don't know if it's the way we've been brought up, but they're more racist up there than they are down here. From my
Yeah,
experience,
Yep.
yeah.
there's more division up there than here, than down south.
So I think that after a while, when you start, at one point in time, everybody kind of, if you're from the north, you stayed in the north. Now, if you're in the south, you were in the south. People kind of go back and forth, right? And I think we're getting to that point where it's a big mix, it's a big blend. No, everybody is just what do they call it? Transplacing themselves. Where I'm at down here, there are more people from Illinois down here than ever before. When I was in Arkansas, more people were from California, more people from Texas, that type of thing. I don't think it's going to be. This is really good because this is now going to be the blend of different nationalities, different cultures, people learning from each other, people learning their ways, people trying to understand it. When you're from New York, everything's fast, 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 right?
Yeah, we got
And
places to go, people to see, right? We kind of mind, and one thing that is, we kind of in a way mind our own business, um, but we do hear everything.
You
You
know,
know, it's like we pay attention to what's going on around us, even though we don't look like we are.
yeah,
So it's like one of those things.
New
oh
York never shuts down either. It's open 24/7. You know.
Yeah, that was the hardest thing when I first moved down here was coming down here, and it's like I worked the second shift, and I kind of still do, which is crazy. 3:30 to midnight, right? So it's like I get off of work, and it's like, what the heck am I supposed to eat around here? Everything's Waffle House, right? You can never
yeah.
go wrong. You can always find the Waffle House in the South.
Oh man, I love Waffle House.
Yeah,
So when we first came down here the very first time, and this is probably going back 20 years ago, my sister was already living down here, and she said, the town that I live in, she said, I just love that little town Foley. 5 o'clock, everybody rolls up the sidewalks, everything closes. Well, since we moved down here it's under 2 years, everything is open late. They've changed it all. They're accommodating. More people are headed down this way. They're building more bridges. Everybody wants to be a part of the South, cheaper places to live, but not as much anymore. We thought it was a lot cheaper, the housing, and it's only because I'm so close to Florida. Freaking Florida. They make everything go up, right? It's almost like Florida's like New York.
Hey, Janine, have you eaten at a Cracker Barrel yet?
Yeah, I have. I ate at Cracker Barrels back in Chicago, so it's
Yeah,
they they kind of everywhere. You wouldn't think they have Cracker Barrel up north, but they do. It's certain foods you can find up there that you can't find down here. But I find more food up there. I mean, they have majority of the stuff up there than they do down here. It's very similar. Now, West Coast, it's got a little bit different.
well, you know what the big draw on Cracker Barrel is, don't you? It's that little novelty shop that they got right next to the
Yep.
restaurant.
Yeah, with all the candy, the old school candy, and all the novelty items.
Yeah, I love that. I've gotten so many things from there. In the past, I've had this stuff on the show, and people go, "Where'd you get it from?" I'm like, Cracker Barrel. I had this beautiful frog when everybody was, when everyone was first learning about rabbits and frogs and stuff like that. But I want to kind of switch subjects here for a second and just show you this. So we're talking about people moving, people trying to understand other cultures and stuff like that. I'm just trying to understand the craziness that's going on out there. And there seems to be more and more of it that's being put in our faces right now. So this is a particular story that was made the internet. It says, this particular person says, my gynecologist's office that I got referred to literally told me today, we don't serve transgender patients. And me, being me, I'm shocked and confused and hurt. Are they allowed to do that legally? Isn't it against the college practices? Well, this guy, Mark Dice, comes back and says, you don't have a vagina. Gynecologists are doctors for people with vaginas, also known as women. You need a psychiatrist. Buck, I'm seeing this kind of shit all over. Now, is it just because of the election year that I know I've seen it kind of goes in waves?
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, uh, there's a lot of BS around. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, that's just one of those things there that's just kind of more and more of the craziness that comes out. But what worries me about this is that people that how do I put this are going to get mixed messages. They're not understanding the lines are blurred of what is right and what is wrong, and you have all these far left people that have so much empathy and so much compassion for the wrong things and for the wrong reasons and stuff like that. So yeah, anyways, this whole transgender thing, I'm not against it. If you decide that you want to dress up and or do whatever it is that you want to do and be something, if you don't know who you are and you're trying to be something else or find out who you are, I get that. This crazy world we live in. But when you start going to the doctors and you don't have the parts, all right, moving
Bob,
on.
Bob, I mean, you're older than me. What do you think? I mean,
Hey, let me tell you something. I'm about 5'4". Back in the day, I was fairly good looking. Those dudes have been chasing after me, a long time. So I know how to deal with them. And I just tell them, when it gets real, put that bad boy right in my hand. I'll put it in for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just.
And I'll lead it right down the street.
It's these people they're just looking for attention. You know, it, you know, it, I blame it's just the system, right? Because you take the parents out of the house, and then they don't give the kids the attention they need. And parents come home, right? We have the schools raise them, and then when the parents come home, they don't have the energy to deal with it. I mean, I was lucky enough where I could stay. I was the stay-at-home dad, but eventually I had to get a job, and it was only for a few years that we wound up moving back east, where I was able to support the family. But not everyone could do that, and these
Yeah.
kids, I think, they just want attention, so they just identify with whatever just to be different, to get that attention. And that's
Yeah,
that's my opinion on
They
it.
deserve it. I mean, and I failed my, you know,
so it is so with you got a lot of people out there that are strong personalities, very convincing. They can sway the weak minds. I hate to say that, but that's what they do. So it's easier. There's a statement quote here. It's easier to fool people than to convince them that they have been fooled. That was by Mark Twain. That's a very famous statement. And so there's a thread exposing the everyday lies and propaganda that we've been sold. And so there's more people that are waking up right now. And I know that Jason Q has quite a few people newer on his channel. Is that right, Buck? That people are just waking up to the information?
Yeah, you keep seeing more new people coming in, and it's a lot of shows that I follow. You start seeing newer people in it, and some of them are in awake, and we still got to understand that not everyone is. Some people that are still awake and still learning or coming to their realization. There's some people that I know posted pictures, sent me pictures the other day, of chemtrails. And what's that? I'm like, yeah, those are what's chemtrails? I was like, all right, well, look up cloud seeding, right? Go on Google. So I sent her the pictures, right? And then I sent her a couple of YouTube videos. She's like, yeah, I never noticed that before. She's like, they just stay, the clouds just stay there. They haven't moved in I'm thinking that she probably first thought they were, UFOs, because we do know they cloak themselves in clouds. But these were just four straight lines parallel to each other. And she was like, yeah, she's like, they're just sitting there and they're not clouds, right? So she's waking up. So people are waking up. It's just slowly, right?
Before I stopped working, I worked part time as a delivery driver, delivering auto parts, and I had to explain to a few people the difference between the condensation trail and the chemtrails.
Mm-hmm.
The chemtrails, the condensation trail dissipates pretty fast.
Yeah.
And he looked up, and sure enough, there was a damn jet flying through one of the chemtrails that made a streak through the chemtrail.
Yeah.
And, damn, look at that. And I said, I've never seen that. I said, yeah, it happens all the time, man.
Yeah. Even like yesterday when I was showing her the pit, you can see the cloud, like right, the mist, the haze, right, and then you see the one jet flying through, and then you get the black streak right in the middle of the. And you and right, Bob, you just tell them it's like, all right, well, condensation, right? Right? You can explain to them, okay, well, it's cold up there, right? When you turn your car on, right, you got the smoke that comes, the heat comes out of the tailpipe.
Mm-hmm.
It dissipates. It's
Yeah.
no different than up there. Why
Well,
is that still up there?
I don't think they use regular old jet fuel or anything like that for it when they're actually flying. They don't use that anymore.
No, Jason showed us the
Yeah.
information that they only use jet fuel to get to up
You
in
know,
the air, and then electricity the whole way.
yeah.
And right, we
Well,
always
they
like,
still
we already proven you can't put that many gallons on aluminum wings.
nope.
The plane would be like the wings would be flopped downward like an arc.
Now those engines still create thrust, but they use electricity to run the engine.
Yeah,
But and
yeah,
it still creates a condensation trail that will follow fall out the
yeah.
exhaust. They have to have thrust, or they'll fall like a rock.
Yep. And like Leah said, they haven't, and we know Arkansas signed the bill banning them,
I
right,
think
Janine?
there's a couple of other states that are trying to push it through too.
Yeah, this statement came from El Sunray 8, and I think that she lives out there. Unfortunately, with Rumble now, I can't grab your handle when I copy it in. So if you see your statement up there without your name, it's because it doesn't allow me to grab your whatever your name is. Yeah, like Peter Friend posted something earlier, and I couldn't grab his name, but
Wendy.
Lillian, what's that?
It's Wendy.
Is that Wendy?
It's lovely Wendy from UK, and she has a nice sweet UK accent. But yep, everyone gets it. It's Wendy's Peter's friend Wendy.
Well, okay, that's cool.
Oh,
That's cool. I'm glad you know them. I know you know them so much, but this is let's see here what else. So I'm noticing the skies are a lot clearer. I don't know what's going on out there, but I'm glad because it feels like for some reason, we're given a break on the heat. We got a little more rain, which is fine. I'm good with rain, but we dropped 20 degrees, which is huge here because we can actually sit outside and not hyperventilate from all the humidity.
Yeah.
Let's see, we got Ron is in the house, DH 1977 is in the house, AO is in here with Colleen. Colleen, did you get your shirt as me and Buck are wearing ours today? Let us know if you got your shirt in the mail. And we have Ravens Wing 33 says hello everyone, hello to you too. So we're just sitting here. We have a new guest on the channel. His name is Bob Perry. He's probably been in the community with you guys, whether it's been here, Jason Q, any of the other influencers channels. I think he's seen most of them out there with you guys. So you might want to look for B Perry next time. Give him a shout out. Thank you for being here, Bob. Is there anything you want to share with us about yourself?
It's funny how me and Buckshot always end up in the same chat rooms together on various different podcasts. He seems to follow the same people I do most of the time.
Yeah, I'm like a stalker. I stalk everyone.
I'm kind of addicted to catching the live shows. It's not easy to do. Now, Janine seems to have figured out how to get the word out before the show starts. Now, most of them, you won't get notified by email or anything until after the fact, I don't know how she did it, but the email came early today, like right when she put up the place markers,
Yeah. No, it's hard because I don't get notifications either. So I'm always like on the search, like, all right, let me refresh. I'm usually watching a video, and then I'm like, I go into the picture, the small little picture thing, and then I search for more videos. I'm like, and if it's like you said, alive, because I like interacting with everyone. It's like
the other thing that kind of irritates me about Rumble is a lot of podcasters, like at the top of the list, it says live, but it might not necessarily be live. That's what. Oh, that just drives me crazy. It's not live
Yeah,
show. It
it's
says it's live.
pre-recorded.
It's not live.
Yeah, right. The chat is live, but the video is not.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. The only person I like who does that is Mike. What's his
Jacob.
last name? Huh?
Oh,
What was it?
Jacob.
No, Mike Della Roca. He's more of like yeah, he on our everyday lives in the morning.
Yeah, Ethan Lucas does it a lot.
Yeah. Ethan, yeah, I can't. It's hard to catch. It's like it's always live, but there's nobody in the chat. I'm like, oh man.
Oh, my
yeah,
favorite. I'm gonna have to make a list of all the times that my favorites, come on. Like, Brooks Agnew, he's easy. He's only on 2 times a week, so.
Yeah.
So I just want to do an update here. My wheel of names is growing. So we have Barb is in this. This is the wheel of names. I'm going to go through it. Is DH 1977, Debbie Moore, Colleen, and then DJ and Barb. And what this basically is if you win a trivia game or if you won a T-shirt, there's going to be a grand prize. And I'm not going to say what this grand prize is. So anyways, Buck, I'm not sure if you happen to see my show. What do you think of the trivia? I'm just testing everybody to see if they like the bingo, if they like the trivia, if there's something else that they want to do.
I like the trivia. It's just it is a little hard because people can kind of cheat. It's more
well,
like
I'm thinking I'm going to let them cheat. I think I'm going to let them cheat. First come, first serve. How's that, Buck?
It is what it is. If you can find the answer the quickest, then that's on you. I mean,
all right, how about if I throw one out now? You guys can play, but you can't win.
It's like when I get cookies, right? When I get crumble cookies, and it's like I go to eat the cookie, and it's like my wife eats it. It's like, well, you snooze, you lose.
Oh my God! I had that same argument with my husband. So we found this New York style cheesecake, just plain. And we had it in the freezer. We buy these desserts, we freeze them, and then we thaw them. Well, he always says, if you don't eat it right away, it's going to go bad. It's going to get stale. And I'm like, can you save me just a tiny little piece, which I was eating tonight? But we kind of like go through this thing there, right? You snooze, you lose. So yeah, it's so funny how he does that stuff. And I'm not one. I'll let the stuff sit there a little bit, not to go bad, but when I'm ready for it, I like for it to be there.
Yeah, and it's funny too because both my daughter and her love chocolate, right? And right now the crumble cookie place, they got the Beetlejuice thing, which is pretty much two chocolate layered cakes with like brownie batter in the middle, right, with frosting on top. I'm not much of a chocolate person. I mean, I like it on occasion because I like chocolate, real rich chocolate with nice cold glass of milk, right? So I ate half of it, half of mine, and so my daughter was like, she loves it, right? So I was like, all right, well, you can have the other half of mine, right? So my daughter was like, all right, cool, great. She's all happy. She goes to open the box, and half of it's gone.
So, wife got to first, right?
Yep. And who gets yelled at? Daddy, you told me that it was mine. And I said, well, yeah, I did. I said, don't blame me for hurrying.
There's always an argument over food. And, I hate to say this, but that was probably my husband. And our arguments were always food. And I never understood it. I don't get it. We both grew up in big families. They could have something to do with it. I remember my mother going to the grocery store when I was little. By the time she got half of the groceries in, all the fruit was gone because we ate it as we were coming into the house. She would go, "Where's the bunch of bananas? The monkeys ate them."
Yeah, you guys know. They're eating them, right?
All right, so what I thought I would do is just to throw in what we're actually talking about here tonight is I'm going to throw in a trivia question. Anybody at home, if you, however you want to get to the answer, you can do that. But I do play the trivia away. I give away the T-shirts that Buck and I are wearing. And for Sherry's birthday, she will get one. And I've got a few more. I can't guarantee the sizes what they are. But Buck, do we want to give away? Well, let's see. I'm going to let Buck choose the prize. We have anybody that lives in Atlanta that would like a foot bath. That's the prize, and it just so happens, I guess Debbie Moore was the last one here that won in let's see where did I guess she was offered to bring a friend for her friend to get a foot bath and soap. And I thought that was it's just remarkable who hula hoop is. But in any case, so Colleen's got a T-shirt. She just posted out there earlier. She said it fits good. And you guys don't forget to wash these T-shirts before you wear them because they have been sitting in a box for a while. Just want to let you guys know that. All right, so let's see
Tell
here.
me.
Hey, did you get your fishing lures? You should have got fishing lures.
Yeah, and I was talking to Dina earlier and a couple of the ladies. I'm like, there's a guy at my recovery center who's been wanting to take me fishing, and I was like, well, when I come back from Florida, I have to go get the license. He's like, you just go to Walmart and $10 for the fish. So I've been of course I've been slacking. Well, then again, money's been a little tight because my working thing screwed me over. So I'm playing catch up. But when I do, I got some fishing lures now to go fishing with.
Yeah.
That gives me a reason, right? I wouldn't have been able to go fishing without some fishing gear. Now I just need a pole. Well, actually, he has poles. He'll give me one of his bars.
So this is the game that I'm going to pull tonight, and let's see here. It's going to be entertainment. Is going to be one of the questions or two of the questions, whatever you guys want to do. I also have what I call knick-knack paddywhacks. These are some of the things that I've made, and I saw Alley Cat is out there. She's made some of these kind of resin products also that I make also. I've sold quite a few, and now I have things left over like this. This is really cool. It's just a skull. You can't really see it. It's a skull head. Halloween is coming up. I found a bunch of I don't know what you want to call them, like templates and stuff, small pyramids, these type of things, and a paperweight, just whatever little round things. These are kind of like gag gifts if you want. Booby prizes, Buck.
Boobies, yeah. Now we're speaking my language. Now you got my attention.
I have wands, the Harry Potter wands, which I wasn't crazy about the molds, but I have them. So, Buck, I'm going to let you choose.
When you said booby prize, it reminded me of the Goonies. The booby traps.
So, I did hear from Hula Hoop. She said she would give away more foot baths. So, Buck, if you want to tell me what somebody will win, let me know.
Well, you just said it. Let's give away a foot bath, I guess, right? What do you think, Bob? You're the newcomer. You pick it.
Foot bath.
All right.
There you go. It'll be a foot bath. So here's the question, and first come, first serve. Whoever puts it. Whether Buck, why don't you watch Rumble? Bob, you should be able to see YouTube. And
I got both my phones. I put them next to each other. I got side by side the phone.
So you will get you'll get an email from Dr. Ken. And let's see here. It's the Hyperbaric Center in Marietta, Georgia. It'll be a certificate. If you live or if you know somebody that is in this area, you could. I think Hula Hoop will honor it if you want to forward that to them. Take advantage of it. Now, if you guys don't know what these foot baths are, they pull the toxins, and we've seen it. She's done these live shows with us, just pulling this gook out of your body.
Talk about it looking like a sewer.
What's that?
I said, talk about looking like a sewer.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's about as brown as our shirts. All right, so here's the first question. Let me just get this ready. All right, so are you guys ready at home? I got to turn my little light on here. Okay.
Hey, Dina.
Here's one. How many of you guys are Adam Family fans? And I don't know from which movie this is, but I think the parents' names always remain the same. Name the parents and the two children on the Addams Family. So it's multiple names. So name the parents and the two children on the Addams Family. Let everyone. There's a time delay here, so we got to give everyone time. Buck, if you want to watch Rumble.
I get them both.
Bob, can you see the chat? I'm not even sure if I pointed it out to you.
Well, I can see it on Rumble. That's the only one I've got.
Morticia and Gomez, DH, 1977.
Name the parents and two children.
And two children. Okay, that's so you got half to answer that.
Yeah. So DH 1977. Think it through. Name the parents and the two children on the Addams Family.
It looks like China Baby got it.
Yeah, and Ravens did too at the exact same time. We're gonna have to do a tiebreaker. It came across at the exact same time.
They did, yeah.
So let me see what the answer is before we go there. So let's just see. China Baby says Morticia Gomez, Wednesday, and Pugsley.
Well, I guess
Raven's Wings has.
I gotta say it wrong. All I can think of is the titties.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew it.
Letitia, is that what?
He's got boobies on the mind.
I got the boobies. It's all your fault, Janine.
He's got boobies on the mind because he watches boob tube.
Well, technically, it's not Letitia. Technically, China Baby. If we're being politically correct.
All right, let's see here. So China Baby said Morticia Gomez, Wednesday, and Pugsley. Let me try to grab this and put it in here, but I can't grab the name. I don't know if it's a male or female. I'm not picking that up here. So let me just put this one up here. This is what the one out on Rumble said. Okay, so the answer, let me give you the answer. It's Gomez, Morticia, Pugsley, and Wednesday. So what
that's China Baby.
Yeah, so
Raven's got it wrong.
Yeah. Raven's Wings 33, you were close, but no cigar.
Sorry, Ravens.
Yeah.
I do like where your mind was at though.
Yeah.
Big stuff. Oh my goodness.
She says, dang, she typed it wrong. I hate when I fat finger stuff too. But that's the way it goes.
Yeah.
So let's see let me just tell China Baby where she's just make sure you get my email right. You have to do this. So you send me an email and it's TTP, just like my show, and then the readings at gmail.com. You got to make sure you get this right. A lot of people screw it up and I don't get it and you don't win. So you have to send me an email and in the subject line just say on today's date you won the trivia. So 9/7/2024 you won the foot bath. Okay, and that's China Baby. Oh look, I can do this.
Gina.
I can do this. I guess I can't. Anyways, yeah, you're the winner. Congratulations. All right, I put that in there. Everybody say congratulations. Okay, so that was fun. So that's the foot bath. If you know anybody in Atlanta, there you go. What do you think, Buck? Do another one?
Sure. Why not?
All right, this is just for fun. There won't be a prize for this one here because I can only give one away, one show. How's that, Buck? Is that okay?
That's fine.
Unless they want a booby prize.
You don't want to give all the prizes away. You got to keep them coming back. You got to keep them coming back for more. We got to be like the other. No, we're not like that. We're our own.
1977 is telling me to add her to the wheel, and let me do that also. She can go in for a grand prize. I'm not sure how this grand prize wins, but I guess you're like a bigger winner here. And yeah, let me do that now so that I don't forget. And
you win a chicken dinner.
I don't know if this person has a real name, but I put it in there is China Baby, and stay tuned for the grand prize. Oops, I thought I shared this, and it looks like I didn't. All right, so at China Baby, you're in there. If you have a real name, let me know what it is so I can add it at the end of yours here. All right. I'm not sure what people are writing out there. DJ, do you live near Marinetta? Somebody is asking. A hula hoop is asking. What about the artwork? Oh, okay. So I do have a DH 1977 has got some artwork, and I'll show it. As you guys know, I might have to do it. So,
Gina, it's gtpreadings.com is the email.
She didn't get it?
No.
Okay, I see it. Yeah, there it is. It's up on the screen now. Just put today's date, what you won, so that I know to forward it over to Hula Hoop. Okay. Yeah, so I got to open up the email. So DH77, I guess, does paintings, and she says that there's artwork that she has. She's got 2x4 artworks and 3x4 artwork. She wants to be a sponsor for those, and I'm trying to find it. So just give me a minute to find that. Buck, you want to talk?
Do I want to talk? You sure you want that?
I gotta get the puppy.
It seems like she wants to talk.
I know. She's a little bitch. Hold on.
What was that, Bob?
I said, I think you still got boobies on the money. You don't want to talk right now, do you?
No, not right now. I'm still. There she is.
She's gotten really big.
Yeah, she definitely has. Look at her.
She's barking at the other dog. She wants to sit with them. She hasn't quite learned how to jump on furniture.
No.
And so he gets up on a chair and she gets mad and she starts barking at him.
What about me? Yeah. She don't want to be left out.
Yeah.
Come on, big bro. You gotta get me up there.
You have to put a little step stool in front of the couch.
I've done that. She can get up on the step stool, but she doesn't know to jump onto something. She's still learning. She's only 6 months.
Yeah. She's not big, though, from the last time.
She'll watch the other one do it. She'll learn.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. I'll let you guys talk while I try to find DH 1977.
The artwork? Awesome. So, Bob, what else do you have planned on using that printer for? Any ideas?
I do. I haven't actually done any 3D printing with it yet, but I'm going to start very soon. There's a project I'm going to work on. I don't have a picture right handy, but archaeologists have been finding these little objects all around Europe, buried in the ground, and they keep popping up all over the place. They're little metal, brass or copper, dodecahedrons, and they got little knobs on the sides and stuff. There's some significance to these things that I think is probably, back in the day, they used to use these things as magnifiers for creating plasma energy in their hands and through the body to move these huge objects.
Yeah.
Either using plasma from the body, creating a plasma using the electromagnetic field of your body. And I'm going to start making some of these out of my 3D printer and just testing the water, see if I'm right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because
there's only one way to find out, right?
It's either some kind of magnetic thing or else it could be a sound thing too.
Yeah.
I don't know. They used to, their hand, you can hold them in your hands,
Yeah.
Some of them are bigger. You have to use two hands, but some of them are real small. So I don't know. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So,
But yeah, I make signs and plaques and clocks.
Yeah.
I haven't actually finished any of them yet.
Well,
I got to get my organized. I got tools laying everywhere. It's just unorganized as hell. I don't work like that.
yeah.
I
okay.
spend so much on the podcast. I don't have time for things I really like to do.
Yeah.
I really like the podcast too because I'm soaking up all the information.
Yep. Not enough time in the day.
Yeah.
You were saying something, Janine?
Yeah, so I found another prize. I've got problems with, I think it's my one email, but I can get it on my phone, DH1977. If I can open it up, I will do that. So she has, it's interesting. There it is. I think I've got it. It's a JPEG. She does, it looks like she does a lot of painting like in red with black backgrounds. And I'm trying to find one here. This is going to be not look as well as it should. Well, here, let me take this down. So she makes these paintings, and this is not. This is bad. This is really bad. So it's like a red.
Yeah, it looks like a sunset almost.
Yeah. So
With a forest, a mountain like a mountainy forest sunset. It looks nice.
yeah. So yeah, these are the paintings that she does, and she wants to give them away as a winner.
Are they acrylic, watercolors, or what?
Yeah, she said oil and acrylics.
Oil and acrylics, cool.
Yep.
My mom did the whole Bob Ross thing.
Just okay. Yeah, she said cityscape. Very nice.
Just stuff like that. So I don't know if she has a bunch of these made up or not, but we could try to give one of those away. Or I also have a reading that is being given from, and I'm going to let you guys pick which the next prize is. But these, if you guys know, I've had Dee Fletcher on here, and Dee Fletcher is a spiritual teacher. She's an author. She's written books, and she does readings, and she works really hard at helping people with their whatever they're going on through life, right? And so the prize is the 30-minute psychic intuitive reading via phone or Zoom. The value is about $60. And she also has like free books out there that she gives away also too. Changing Our Frequency in Times of Chaos. She has a website. It's called dfletcher.com. And then if you want more type of reading, she has another website out on Fiverr.com, I think is how you say that. But in any case, Buck, we could either give away an oil painting. Cityscape is the oil paint that she wants to give away. I see it here. Or we can give away.
Oh, she said the Trump one.
She's got a Trump one?
Yeah, she said pull up the Trump painting if you could.
I don't even see that one. I only saw two.
I think it was that last one, wasn't it?
This is the winner here. Oops, I should probably take that down. Stop sharing. All right, so let me find.
Let's do a painting.
You want to do a painting?
Yeah, she said she sent 5 or 6 of them. They should be.
Yeah, I wish you could send them all to me in one picture. It's hard for me to go through multiple emails to find these.
No, that she said they should be all sent in the same email. But if you only got 2, then let's do. I don't know. Let's do the Cityscape one.
All right, we'll do the Cityscape, and you have to be in the United States to win this one here. So let me find the question. And Buck, you want to pick a category because one is entertainment, one is anything goes, one is sports and recreation, another one is science, and the last one is history.
Let's do anything goes.
All right.
I would tend to lean more. Not everyone is interested in sports.
I am, by the way.
I am too, but
The New York Yankees beat the Cubs twice in a row. It was the first time that Rizzo, the first baseman, came back to Chicago. It was a big deal here. Not here in Chicago.
But I understand. I know what you mean.
All right, so I know he's total Yankee now.
Yeah, he did win a championship. He helped win a championship for them, so they're gonna be treated like a god there.
He was treated like a god. All right, so let me see here. Paul, did you take her down?
Yeah.
No, I just put her up there. She wants Rizzo.
Yep.
My husband's trying to help me out, and he takes her down. I'm like, no, she's gonna start barking again. All right. Anything goes. Here's a question. You guys ready? Rumble, you ready?
Yep, I'm watching both. Let's see who gets the first answer.
Oh boy.
Anything goes.
Well, these are really old ones. Let me find another card. Sorry.
You want to go to entertainment then?
Here we
Here
go.
we go.
It's kind of like a health thing.
Okay.
Okay, what general color does skin turn as a result of jaundice? Jaundice. I haven't heard that disease in a long time. Hula hoop. I know you know this one.
Don't put it out there.
Yes, let me repeat the question. This is about health related, so this is anything.
DJ got yellow.
The first. Oh, look at all these people on YouTube. They know this.
Even though it's not spelled, we do understand what they meant.
Yeah, my husband's in the kitchen yelling, "Yellow!"
Close enough.
I should bring Paul on here. He won't go on screen. All right, who's the first one to say yellow, Buck?
It was DJ.
Was it?
Yeah, they messed the spelling up, but I get the one letter is not a death wish.
Wait. DJ. She's
DJ on YouTube.
But I see Raven's Wing 33 was right before hers, so I'm not.
I had both of them up, and both YouTube and Rumble, and it was DJ. And JQ says hello, Janine. Oh.
Jason,
Hey,
come back.
JQ.
Come back, Jason.
JQ.
I'll give you a T-shirt. All right. I'm Buck, if that's what you say, because my screen says something completely different, and Buck's going to choose the winner.
I don't know. Maybe my Rumble's not working, but the first person I see that wrote yellowish was TCTME on my Rumble.
Oh, that's right. It says it was me on Rumble. It says TCME yellow. Yeah, look. See, there's a delay, Buck.
Yeah, but I did see it because I have my Rumble channel and YouTube, and it was DJ who wrote it first.
Wait. There's a delay from YouTube of 30 seconds, and I think a longer delay on Rumble. So, Buck, you have to pick the winner here.
Don't you have two paintings?
You might have two paintings. I don't know.
They can do rock, paper, scissors.
Buck, I see so many people that are popping up on Rumble that had it. TCTME.
I don't know. I don't have a coin.
Yeah. Well, there's a tiebreaker. You want to do some sort of a tiebreaker?
Yeah, I guess them two can go battle it out. But the problem is the tie. They both.
I know. You know, you're right. We've got two different channels, different.
If it wasn't I didn't know there was a delay between the two.
Yeah, there is, and actually,
I
like DH is suggestion. Pick a name out of the hat. I'm gonna put Okay. So we got DJ on one.
Yes, DJ's on one.
In the We Not Me hat. And then we got TCTME.
Yep. And let's see who else. You said there was another person that was. I thought there was.
No,
Let's.
it was pretty. It was DJ. I mean, DJ kind of got it first. All right. Shake it like a
Wait.
Polaroid picture.
I do have drum rolls, but I don't have the software up right
All
now.
right, here we go. I got one. Don't hate me, whoever loses. I still love you.
No hate mail.
I got TCTME.
There you go, TCTME. You won, and what did they win, Buck?
It was the oil painting of the cityscape.
There you go. All right, so this is how we have to do it. TCTME. Here's my email address, which is I'll put it up here. Make sure you get it correcto mundo, and just let me know that you won the oil painting, and I'm going to forward that on to is it DH 1977 that actually has it, and she will get in contact with you and straighten everything out. There's my email address.
Awesome.
All right. All right. DJ is saying, congratulations, Saturday Night Craziness. We're going to do one more question with no prize. And I think that'll be fun just for everybody. And, oh, I see where she was saying put it in a hat. Put it in a hat.
Yep.
It's in the too, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Bob, pick a category for me. I've got sports. I've got science. I've got entertainment. I have anything goes. And then I have history and geography.
Entertainment.
I didn't hear him.
Entertainment.
Entertainment. All right, I'm going to say pick a card, any card. What is Elton John's real name? This is for everybody. Anybody can play. What is Elton John's real name?
I don't have a clue.
Do, 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 do.
Never did
What
care
is-
too much.
Now we gotta watch the chats because of the delays. What is Elton John's real name? Colleen got the first one, but let's see what happens on Rumble because there's a delay over there.
Well, now you just gave him the answer.
Ah, shit.
Oh,
That's what nobody's winning anything anyway.
you're gonna have to get
30 seconds timer, Janine.
Yeah,
I know,
that's
I
okay.
do have one.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do
30 seconds is up. That's it.
Well, I guess Rumble isn't going to do it now.
No answer from Rumble.
Where's the big hook that they've used that couldn't drag you off stage with?
Yeah.
All right, TCME says thank you so much. TCME just send me an email. I'm going to actually forward this other email over to Hula Hoop and make sure I get that out of the way there. Forward it, and that's the foot bath winner from today.
Yep, because I had no idea what that answer was. Reginald.
Yeah, I don't have a clue.
Did you see? He kind of gave. He said how Trump was a nice guy today.
No, tell me about this.
Ariel posted it, and he was like, "Oh, look at the endorsement that Elton John said." I didn't think it was much of an endorsement. It was more of like the lines of like, yeah, him and friends were kind of, him and Trump are kind of friends, and he had him sign an album. It was just like that he was kind of like a good guy. Ariel made it sound like it was kind of like he was endorsing Trump, like, oh, I'm all behind Trump, and he's gonna be, It was more like, oh yeah, Trump's a good guy, and so I kind of was like, oh okay. What was that, Bob?
I'll bet you Elton John never voted.
Probably not even real Elton John. Who knows?
Somebody, Peter's friend 77 said his real name is I'm in the John. It should be I'm into Johns. It should be I'm
Well,
into Johns.
I tell you, man, you got people in the chat room have the warped sense of humor of anybody I've ever seen. Some of the best jokes come out of the chat room.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's see here. AO says, didn't Elton John play the White House not long ago for Biden?
Yes.
Yeah, we should just do a show of all the people that were associated to Biden and Obama and the pizza parties, the pizza stuff, pizza.
Yeah.
All right, so just to keep me on the straight and narrow here, I've got to update my wheel of names for the grand prize, which will happen at the end of September. Anybody that's winning, I added China Baby. I did see what her real name is, but I don't know if she wants me to put it out there. And China Baby, your email is already on its way to Hula Hoop. And TME, who just won the painting, will be entered into the wheel of names for September's big gift giveaway. Now, who are the sponsors? It could be Hula Hoop. It could be Ascent Nutrition, which is probably a bundle of things. And let's see what else it could be. It could be who knows what the prize is going to be. I've got more sponsors coming on here. If you guys make something at home, you want to come on the show, you want to give away a gift, you want to share your love and your talent, please do so. If you know of anybody out there, Alley Cat, I would love to have you on here and give away a gift. Or you don't even have to come on here. You could just be a sponsor and stuff like that. So there you guys go. If Alley Cat is still out there, Buck, is she still there?
She was before. I know she does make some beautiful items. Look at this beautiful
I know.
thing.
Here, let me zoom in on you there.
This beautiful pyramid.
Yeah.
That she sent me.
Yeah.
All the gems in it.
Yeah.
Blue, and I love it. She also sent me a nice little keychain that my daughter and the wife have on their keychain. They kind of stole it from me.
I love how you say people just steal things from you.
Yeah, she's
right.
still here. She said, and just for you, Allie, look what I got. Be that disco ball, right?
Disco ball.
She always says, "Be the disco ball, shine that light, right?"
Shine the light, shine the light. All right, let's see what else we have out there. Rumble Land, how are you guys doing? Ellie does beautiful creations and pet portraits. Yes, I would love. Oops, I got.
Oh yeah, you got to see our pet portraits. Woo.
Yeah, I was going to leave just Buck up there. So if you guys would hit that like button, share this. Yeah, we got Connie who just woke up. What?
Connie, how dare you?
Yeah,
you're in the Buck house now.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Is it outside?
Yeah. You know what? It is better to be outside than in the house. So yeah.
I've used one of those before.
So, Buck, I want to, and Bob, I want to share this with you. I didn't know about this until just now. Did you guys hear about this story here? I guess Chase Bank had some sort of a glitch and people were taking advantage. Let me get rid of this banner here. It's right on Bob's face. This, I guess a lot of people got into Chase Bank and got money. Moolah.
Wow.
I didn't hear about this, but it says thousands of people who took advantage of the Chase Bank ATM money glitch that went viral on multiple social media platforms are now being investigated for possible check fraud. I don't know about any of this.
Yep, I heard that story. These idiots. All right, let's just say you take out money, right, and it happens to be money that you know does not belong to you. Right, and if you're stupid enough to think the bank is not going to eventually come back and want that money back, there is something wrong with you.
Yeah.
So I'd never seen a bank not get their money. So if you think
Well,
we're going to pull a fast one on them, I feel sorry.
I've never seen an ATM that doesn't have a camera right there taking a recording of you taking that money out.
Right?
Okay,
And they know it's you because it is in your account. And if
all they got to do is follow your IP address if you were doing something online. It's that simple. Unless you know, like with me, I don't have the same IP address that pops up every time. I do that because of YouTube. Yeah. So I want to share this. This was posted. I love Jim Brewer. He reveals the names of the Epstein list that are so powerful and influential that the exposure could bring down the government and topple the entire entertainment industry worldwide. You guys want to hear this?
Yep. Sure. I haven't heard it yet, so yeah.
Hold on, let me start it from the beginning. Yeah, this guy's from your neck of the woods, isn't he, Buck?
Yeah, he's from Long Island, mostly Brooklyn area. But yeah. If you drove JFK, it's not too far from my house. Half-hour drive.
True. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's some names on there that, when I say broke my heart.
The volume's a little low.
Can you hear it?
Low, Janine.
They're huge.
Let me start it over. You couldn't hear it? So basically, he's starting out and he's saying that a lot of these names broke his heart that were on the Epstein list. He didn't know. So this is another person that was kind of like in Hollywood that had no clue what was going on. And so that's why I said, don't always shoot everybody in Hollywood. Here we go.
Names are true. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's some names on there that, when I say broke my heart, it breaks my heart. They're huge actors. Huge musicians. Huge. And the thing is, it's out there. The list is out there. I've seen it multiple times. And like I said, it started 2 years ago. It's up to you to go look for it. And so many of you are not ready. If it was true, which is a little weird, the whole, the human trafficking trial is not so. Let's talk about abortion. Let's talk about gun laws. Let's talk about Ukraine. No. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Why aren't we talking about that? And I'll tell you why. It has the potential to collapse governments, music industry, film and TV industry. Do you realize the magnitude? We're talking like, okay, here's Hollywood, here's government, including ours, and here's all of Hollywood and all the biggest musicians you grew up going, I love them, and all of a sudden just gone. Because if I find a name, which I have to say, there are certain names, and I don't know if they're true. Nobody knows they're true until they officially come out and go, yeah, it's true. It's on the internet, some guy reading the names, reading them. He read them. But here's what's interesting. Nobody that has been put out there has claimed, hey man, this stuff is all BS, stop including me. I haven't seen it.
Well, I guess he's telling us to go look for ourselves, right?
Yeah, I know the list is out there because I remember seeing it. It's just where, it's like one of those things where it's like, all right, well, I seen it. I don't remember the names because, to me, it's about the kids and saving his country first.
Yeah, Jim knows a lot more now than he did when he was in Saturday Night Live, and I think he's being surprised by Chappelle and all those other things. And he's done some show with Roseanne Barr, which I don't even trust Roseanne Barr. I don't trust nobody. I don't. But you can't because everybody has everybody has a private agenda. They really do. In this thing here, and the only thing that I ever want to do is bring people together and help humanity. That's the only thing I care about. Number one is the children, right, Buck?
Yeah, I mean, because the one thing that they're doing is separating us, right? That's that's the main objective, right? Is separate and divide. So if we come together, they don't win. So that's why, like with Lewis and the Unity tour, right? It's about bringing everyone together. I mean, um, that's what it's really about. I mean, it's like when I go to the recovery room, everyone's in there. It doesn't matter how old you are, what color you are, what your sexuality is. Nobody gives a crap. But living to this day without the use of drugs or alcohol. Why can't it be any different than with in real life? But they want this division, right? I don't care who you know, what information you have. What are your intentions? Are you a good person? That's what matters to me. Um, I don't give a shit who you know. I was never that person that I would see a celebrity in the street. You give him a nod. I'm the type of person you give him a nod. I don't need your autograph. But let's worry about coming together for humanity and winning this darn thing, right? Like Callie says, be that disco ball and shine that light. That's what it's all about.
All right, so Data 12 is out there. Do you know who this is? This Data 12 book on Rumble?
I'm sorry?
On Rumble, do you know who Data 12 is?
No.
Okay, he's saying, who is Jim? Oh, he's the wolf of WS, but Jim is saying some guy reads the list out loud on YouTube. I
No,
can't imagine.
he's not the Wolf of Wall Street. He's not that's DiCaprio that was the Wolf of, he's just a comedian. He was that up in smoke um with Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
He's one of those awake comedians. Now, Wendy, is that the video of the names?
Yeah, so somebody is asking, who is the guy that reads it out loud? I have no idea. So has anybody out there heard the list? Can you just throw some names out there? Anybody on YouTube or Rumble? I'm just kind of curious about this. While we're waiting for that information, one other thing I want to talk about in the last topic that I have for the evening, Buck, we're an hour and a half into this. There's fences and walls that are going up in DC, and it's not what we always perceive it to be. There's a lot of people also now talking about those ships that were in California and New York, the ones that, all this information is resurfacing again. There's a reason why they're regurgitating it, all of this here. It's about the children, right? We kind of thought that the military was going underground into tunnels and bringing the children up and putting them on the ships. We never saw any receipts of that. We don't know if that's true. People were speculating based off of influencers. But it's all coming back around again, Buck. Does that mean that we're getting closer to maybe some military information? And why are the fences and the walls going around DC? Does anybody know?
It's all speculation. It is weird that they're using wood so you can't see through the fence. Um, but like I said, it's all speculation. Um, is there anything I could do about it? Because I'm not in DC. Like I said, it's all about what you said, what we talked about just a moment ago. Is that fence going up around DC going to affect us, going to help us as a society moving forward?
Yeah, exactly. Distraction. That's what I'm seeing. A lot of things that are coming back around again. I think when we were waking up and doing all this stuff, there were so many distractions that our brains were like ping pong balls, bing, 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 all over the place, right? And we're just trying to absorb all this information. And then when it's all settled down, a lot of people supposedly died or went away, or all this stuff happened. How many deaths were there? There was Kirsten W. There was Frog, that guy Froggy. There were so many out there. Some friends of Mike Penny. There's so many
Scott
different.
McKay's dad. I mean, we can name off a whole bunch. We Trumptastic. I mean,
Yeah.
we have so many people that.
Where are they really dead though?
You know, it is a good question.
Even Hollywood people. There are a lot of times they say that they died, and anybody could put a tombstone out there, right? It's not a pizza. It's not a pizza book.
No. Bob, you're on mute.
Yeah. Oh wait, he's not on mute. There you go, Bob.
Yeah, Robert David Steele is rumored to be alive too, and I hope so because I got a big old bear hug from him once.
You did?
Yeah, yeah. He was in Nashville, and he was passing out hats, and I walked up behind him and I said, "Hey, Leatherneck, what they got you doing? Passing out hats?" He took one look at me and gave me a big old Marine Corps bear hug, you know. Because I had my little Marine hat on. He saw I was Marine right away. But
okay, so
at the end of that little event,
Giant
I heard him go off on the crowd because he was trying to get his bus out, and people were crowding around the bus, you know, standing around, milling around, and he had like a schedule to keep, and he just lost it on the crowd.
Yeah.
So here's a video, Buck. Do you remember this one? This is where I think it woke up a lot of people when we first started talking. If you guys are just woken up in the last couple of years, you may never have seen this. Let's just take a quick look, listen to this one here.
For the commissary for now, I want to do an update to you guys in front of this giant bunny because I've never done that before. So let's start off with the numbers. Right now, we've got 3 folks in quarantine. There are some positive cases up in the Tri-Border area. We're tracking about 8 up in the Galenkirchen region. They're being taken care of by medical professionals. They've been put away from the rest of us so that we won't cross-contaminate one another. I sent out a link today about fresh air and sunshine. Please get out in the fresh air and the sunshine when we get that stuff. It has a curative effect. For the commissary.
That was it. It's a really short video. Buck, do you remember this one?
I remember seeing it the other day, but I don't remember seeing. Has this been out a while ago?
This was out probably 5 years ago. This is the very first time that anybody saw this bunny, the red pill and the blue pill. That's when this all started.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, is that one of those comfort ships, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, really, he talks about. All right. Well, I'm assuming this was probably when they were in New York, right? Because I don't think were they in California or New California, New York, right?
Yeah, one was in California and one was in New York. Peter Friend 77 says it wasn't about the sickness stuff. It was about the little people or the traffic.
Yeah, because he mentions the border, right? And he mentions getting out in the air. But I mean, really, a bunny with a red and blue pill, really on a military medical ship.
Yeah. So anyways, this is speaking of the military. So where I'm going with this is there's a lot more talk about the military, and I'm just wondering, what have you guys, is Jason Q, anybody been talking about what's coming up with the military lately?
I know Jason has been looking into the Keys of Enoch and other things.
Okay.
Not much into the military. Jason, he has to, which is what I love, provide the documents to prove it, not just speculation, like 90% of the people that are out there. So it.
Yeah. So I think when I see stuff like this out there, what tells me is that maybe we're going to be hearing a lot more. So Jim Brewer's talking about the list. We're talking about various islands that are out there. We're going to probably get a lot more people that are probably going to be shocked by this. I know I'm not going to be, but this is what's coming up. So Yeah, and I just pray to God that most of that stuff is all cleaned up already. I heard so much, like when I had Gene Decode on my channel for years. I think I had Gene Decode on there for about 3 or 4 years. Constantly would say they're cleaning them up, all the tunnels are cleaned up, and then he'd come back out on the fourth or fifth year and say no, there's still more to do. I was very confused, very confused by that information.
Well,
So
it's like with Jason. What you find, it's. I think that there's just so much that is unknown, right? That once you find something, it's almost like they'll find something else, right? And then you find it's like another clue, right?
rabbit holes.
It's like a rabbit hole, right? You, I mentioned today. It's like, well, the problem is you find something, right? And then you dig into that. And the more you dig into that, that leads into like 5 different rabbit holes, right? So it's like a never-ending tunnel that you just get. It's like when they get down there, it's like, oh my god, we got this room that connects to this room and this tunnel. So you know, could it be that they're bringing? Well, let's hope. What about this theory? What if there are med beds on it, right? Because we already know that they had to use that for some of the hypothesis, right? What about if now they're bringing it in for other reasons,
Yeah.
for the seniors maybe? Because we know that it's got to be right. It's got to be the children that are right,
Yeah.
that are down there, and then
Well,
we're gonna be,
besides the tunnels, Buck, I hate to interrupt you, but
that's
besides the
right.
tunnels, these were all islands, so there's submarines, right? And
Yep.
that's where Gene Decode came in because he was one of those Navy guys, right? He knew a lot about everything underground. Um, and so, what did they always say that Epstein's girlfriend? I don't want to say too many of the names here. That's why I'm going to be kind of evasive here. She had a submarine license to drive one of these things. She had planes, trains, and automobiles and submarines. For God's sakes! So there's
Because that's Ginny. That's normal. Where's your submarine license?
wait, let me find mine here.
Yeah, Bob, you're in the Marines. Don't you have yours?
Yeah, and tanks are easy to drive. I mean, it's like driving a car, man.
Yeah, yeah, just with a little stick.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because everybody just has a submarine license. But hey, I mean, the only ones I know
Yeah,
that have submarine license is the military. Oh yeah,
you can
that's right.
probably yeah, you can probably get your license online, like in 5 minutes if you get the right app. And it's just like being a preacher. You can
Yeah.
you can get ordained as a preacher in about 5 minutes online.
Yep. Ugh,
It's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so there was I can't say the word, but it's referred to also as a party drink, and I have to be very careful with that word there. But if anyone was to do the research, and I know all of us have, this is kind of like old news for a lot of people here. But if you were to actually take a look at what it is, if you were to look at it, it's like under a microscope, it almost looks like the shape of a rabbit, right?
Yeah. Exactly like it.
So I like to make that real clear to people. And I'm trying to find a picture of it so that, yeah, shoot. Here we go. All right, let me just show it so that people can connect the dots. If you're always wondering why they're talking about the rabbits and the rabbit holes, it's not exactly that. And I think that's what was really confusing to a lot of people, right?
Yep.
Yep. Let's see here. Yeah, Connie, I can't put I can't put that word up there. I'm trying to be very careful here. And so yeah, AO says yes, that's what they were used. The white rabbit, apparently. Yeah. So in any case, where I'm actually going, and I'm going to wrap this up here. But this conversation will end this conversation, and Buck, you can take it to any direction you want to. Is I think we're going to start hearing more truth, and people are saying, "I want the truth out there." Well, we know about corporations. We know about social media, our First Amendment being taken away from us. We know about the pharmaceutical arena. We know a lot about that. But there's one area in particular that everybody kind of uh, didn't talk about forthright, and that is, I have to say, little people. And just because of this platform that I'm in, and Rumble people, I know you know what I'm talking about over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not midgets. Not midgets. Sorry, that's a bad word.
Yeah. So that's all that I have. What do you guys want to talk about or wrap things up? It's up to you now.
Well, I'd like to mention something. Buck brought up the Unity tour. Yeah, that's in progress as we speak. Um, I'm going to be at the one in Nashville, and I'm going to convoy with Lewis and the guys, and convoy with them up to Kentucky for the next day's thing. You know,
Nice.
Anybody wants to ride along, I've got an extra seat.
Good deal.
And they're all free. All these events are free.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I have to work, but I will be going to the Columbia, South Carolina event. You know, because it's nice. Luckily it's early in the morning, right before work, so I should be able to get back in time. That's what I'm going to that event. So looking forward to that. Hopefully somebody can meet me there if they're close by. But if not, we always got the chat, right?
Wait, which one are you going to?
The Columbia, South Carolina event. It's October, I think 3rd or 4th. It's a Friday.
Yeah, I think the closest one to me is Jacksonville, Florida. That's about 5 hours away, so I won't be doing that.
Yeah, I think they already had that one. It was the first event.
Yeah. So that's cool. It's all good. So what else is going on, Buck? I got a feeling that this week coming up is going to be tense, if I could say that, and we're getting closer and closer. So I think I originally I said, I don't know how many days that we're waiting. So, Buck, this is already September 7th, Bob. It's already September 7th. Are we going to make it to the election? You think that there's going to be election? And the reason why I'm saying this, if they have to play out the election, I'm sure that they said no election. This is what happens. Election. This is what happens. Are the people going to stand up and fight for the country? If there's an election, and that's what the word is out in wherever, and I'm getting wind of it, is that if they try to steal it, and they will try to steal it again, are we going to sit idly, or are we going to be like Brazil? That's the reason why I showed you that picture of Brazil. They did the same thing over there, and all the people took to the streets calmly. So what do you guys think? Do you think that it's all going to happen? We're not going to make it to an election, or do you think there's going to be an election?
I don't really want to make a guess that's going to happen, man, because it seems like every day the plan changes. So I'm not going to try. I don't really give a shit.
It definitely.
I'm gonna kind of have a conversation with you on that, Bob, because you have to give a shit, because it's up to the people. I mean, do you think this is already a done deal? You believe that this is a done deal already, and then you're putting all your emphasis into Trump? What if Trump dies of a heart attack tomorrow?
You specifically said whether or not we're going to have an election. If they have an election, I'm going to vote. If they don't, I'm not going to vote. I don't give a shit. Whatever they're going to do, do it. Let's get this shit over with.
Yeah.
It is tough because, right, we know they've been stealing elections for a long time. This is not a new thing, right? I'm like, it's tough because all right, we got to look at it. We know this is like, all right. So the Democrats decided to put the dumbest fucking moron as a candidacy, right? Okay, well, yeah. All right, well, because of the money right situation. Oh, it's the donations. All right, so we got to come out and then you pick the dumbest moron you could possibly pick as your VP possible candidate.
And now
Right.
we're wondering whether we're even going to have a debate. You know?
Right? We don't even know if she's going to show up because she didn't show up for the first time. I'm like, so I'm always trying to look at the bigger picture. I'm like probably the only one that possibly thinks we're going to have an election. The reason why is because I still think my issue is that the military is in control.
I kind of agree.
Trump always talks about it's too big to rig. We're already seeing people that are non-Trumpers leaning more towards Trump.
Yep.
I'm the only one that thinks that we're possibly going to have an election. I said that months ago, years ago, that I feel like we are. That the military is going to do their thing kind of like they did in 2016. I just can't see. And the two things are going to happen, right? It's going to be too big to rig, or they're going to steal it, right? Because that's the only way they're going to win. Or, right, the three options is, or not have it, right? Do something that they don't have an election, right? There's no way they're going to have. I think that if we go to an election, it's a blowout, right? We all know that, unless they steal it. So are we going to take it up the ass like we did in 2020? Or they're gonna cause something that it doesn't happen?
Hey, I didn't take it up the ass, Buck.
I'm sorry, but excuse my language, but some people have, because they didn't do anything when it mattered most, which is,
To be honest, it doesn't really matter to me what happens, because if I see any blue helmets running around here with uniforms on, it's lock and load time, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, be careful, because we're on this platform. So yeah, it could just be that we take a stance is what we're going.
Yeah, hypothetically taking a stance.
Yeah,
we're on CrapTube, so.
Yeah, like TCTME is basically saying that a lot of people do believe what they're seeing out on TV. But my God, I mean, even the news anchors, if it depends on who you watch, I don't even think they're believing what they're saying anymore. It's just like you said, Buck, it's the dumbest shit that's out there. And I think what has happened is that people have lost their common sense. I truly believe that somewhere along the line, whether the schools did it to them, they took away their critical thinking, whatever it might be. But people need to find themselves again. And I think that, do you remember that there was, I think it was 107 was always saying it was going to be like a near-death experience, all that. What happened to all that? What happened?
Oh, he's still saying that.
Yeah. It's near death. I mean, I don't know about you, but I know, right, Jeanine? I mean, a lot of people that have near-death experiences have come out better on the other side. I still think they probably will be, because the only way people learn their lesson, right, is if something bad happens. People only change when shit hits the fan, and you need to change. People need that smack. Like Ali said, for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
Yeah. We go ahead.
No, I was going to say, yeah, Ellie Cat is saying that out there for entertainment purposes only. Wink, wink. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Because right, we've seen the maneuvers that have been going on for 4 years. Yeah, that's why I can't say that them calling off the election, just because we've seen the maneuvers that have been happening. That's why I still feel like there's going to be an election, and it's going to be too big to rig, and it's going to, because you got to do everything twice, right? And when Reagan won, how much did Reagan win by, right?
We're still mopping up the bad guys. We've got a lot of minions to clean up here too.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's true. We do still have some minions out there. There's still a lot. I mean, my God, Tampon Tim is so ridiculous. It's just so off the charts, and people don't get this. You know, a guy that hangs tampons in the boys' bathroom, and it took them 20 minutes for boys to get in and take a bath to it and take it down. Comedians were saying, why did it take 20 minutes? It should have been down in 2 seconds, right? It's just what they are trying to you know. I don't know. People.
He also signed a bill that if you're a teacher, you can't practice your religious faith. So just alienate every person in your state, because 75% of your state is probably some form of religious, whether it's right, because we all know Minnesota have a lot of what, Somalians, right? Because you have the one that's up there that married her brother. So I mean, it's just
Well,
let's just
they
alienate everyone.
were all put in there by Obama for a particular reason, is to take away the Christianity out of the United States and put in whatever it is that they are. And so it all backfired. It all backfired. I think they're all gone. I have no idea if they're gone. See, that's the problem. There's no receipts on this if they're gone. You know,
Yeah.
if there was a tribunal, you know, we got to wait to hear from it. I think that's bullshit. I honestly do believe that. And I just think that why do we have to wait until after the fact? Why are we not hearing this as we go along? That would smarten people up. That would give people an inkling of what the hell is really going on. So I'm kind of like wondering who said all this stuff. You know, you had, what's that one guy that said he was going to be at the tribunals in the summertime and then he backed out of it? Derek Johnson or something like that.
Yeah.
And you know, all the stuff that was always said, I've never seen one thing come to fruition. Even, you know, it's just, it blows my mind. The only thing that I see that is actually happening every single day is that we are waking up, we are getting smarter, we are coming together, and there's unity among us people. You know, you have Jason Q out there that basically would take you back into history to show you how we got here. And I think people appreciate that. I think a lot of people understand that. That's his avenue of teaching people to wake up. And then, you know, there's the ones that still, you know, follow the mainstream media and still don't understand it. And it's not one particular generation. It's a mix of all of them.
There's a
So,
lot. There's a lot of people saying there's a huge shift in the energy too. I can feel it. I don't know about you guys, but I feel it is a huge shift towards the positive.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely that. The more, like, you know, Ali says it all the time on her show. It's like when more people wake up, right? It's just that ripple effect. The more people wake up and be that positive light, and be that disco ball, Ali, right? It just radiate that light. You'll get the next person, and that person connects to the next. Right? That's why they wanted us 6 feet apart.
Hey, Buck, you're talking to a guy that was in the military during the big disco era.
There you go.
I've been in some discos and overseas, man. I can bump with the best of them, bud.
Yep. And Connie said it built that million monkey effect, right?
yeah. Yeah, exactly. So we're at this point where I said it's September 7th, 2024. And, you know, I can't believe it's already September. And people are saying, oh, no, we're not going to get there. There's not going to be an election. Well, I believe that there's also going to be an election. I truly do believe that, because there's we have to take it all the way to the end. I do believe to see them try to do this one more time. We know that they've been doing it for, I don't know how many years, you know, it's been 20, 30, 40 years.
Forever.
Yeah, it's been forever. And so now we know how they do it. Now we have to witness it one more time. That's a pain in the ass, right? That's the PETA, if you will. So that's all that I have. Buck, you got anything else?
I don't. I've been busy because it is what is it? It's recovery month. Recovery month. It's, I guess, celebration month for recovery. So there's a lot of events this week and actually this whole month, which is kind of nice. You know, going to events and trying to teach people about recovery and.
Oh, cool! Very cool.
Yeah. Today was we had an event today, which was a little sobering. A gentleman had lost his daughter. They commemorated her with they're gonna add a brick to the facility. But it just goes to show you that, like I said earlier about the room, it doesn't matter who you are. This thing is dangerous. That the time we're living in with this fentanyl crisis, that they're giving out free test strips that you have to test your. It's bad enough. Like I'm in that point where it's like that catch-22. It's like, well, you're giving away test strips. That's how bad it is that we're now giving out test strips for you to test your drugs to make sure it's usable. I'm just glad to the point where I'm not in that point where I have to use a test strip to test any drugs anymore.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like you're almost enabling them. And it's a struggle, right? And I just hope that
Yeah, so there's one other thing too, is that they're always trying to take everybody's power away, and people need to be aware of that. Now they're telling you not to make your bed because when you sleep at night, you sweat, and there's the bed bugs are in your bed, and so what you're doing is when you go to make your bed right away, you're covering up. They're now telling you in your own home what to do and what not to do. And if you guys ever get a chance to see Gutfield. Greg Gutfield. He does a whole little skit on this thing. It's absolutely ridiculous. But more than that, late night TV. I can't think of this one guy. What is his name? But anyways, they're talking about how crooked the pharmaceutical company is, and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of knowledge that is out there if people are paying attention. So if it's out on mainstream, I think we're getting closer and closer each and every day. But more importantly, I just think that everybody needs to do a moral compass check, if you will, and just stick to their own knowledge and stick to their own power and don't give a shit about anything outside of themselves. I can't put it any other way.
What I'd like to do is just pick three things to focus on, even if it's just for that day. And, like Tony Robbins says, right? I hate to say it, but it's one of those cliches, right? Where attention goes, energy flows.
Yes.
Right. Those little sayings you hear in meetings and throughout life. It's like, oh, that's, like the one word, time takes time. God, I hate that. Sorry to use his name, but time takes time. Well, in this 3-day reality, yeah, time takes time, but we all know that there is really technically is no time. But
Nancy Reagan had it. I said Nancy Reagan had it right. Just say no.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
Yeah. I'm in charge of my thinking, right? Only me. So why not be positive about it?
Yeah.
That's all I have.
All right, so I just want to let TCTME and any other winners know all of your information has been forwarded on to the sponsors, whether you want a painting or a foot bath. Congratulations to everybody here on TTP. Thank you, Buck. Thank you, Bob, for being here. This was a lot of fun.
Always.
Yeah, Janine, if you want to hang out after you shut her down, I want to talk to you for a few minutes about creating something to give away.
Oh, okay. Well, can we do that tomorrow? Because I really got to run right after this. Yeah, I'll reach out to you tomorrow. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah. So anybody else out there that wants that you're making stuff, whether it's coming up for the holidays, whatever it might be, if it's a gift certificate, if it's, anything that you make out there that you want to share with somebody and be a sponsor, as we do go through our trivia and our bingo. Buck, I appreciate you and Bob being here on the Saturday Night Live. I just wish I could do so many more shows with you, Buck. You just don't realize how much we all love you, and do cherish. I do cherish you personally. Every show that I can get you on.
Me too. It's always fun to be with you guys and in the chats, and I mean that's what we are, right? It's all about family and love and lifting each other up, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I want to surround myself with, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, definitely. Anybody else wants to come onto the show, you're more than welcome. Is Bob Perry here? He's come on. He answered my calling at one time. I said, anyone, whether you're on Rumble or YouTube or what have you, want to come in and just be a part of the show with Buck and myself. Buck, I think that I'm going to be doing just more of these Saturday Night Lives with you. I've got a big project, a home project going on right now. So you guys, I'll try to get in during the week. And it seems like the bingos are not big enough. There's not enough people for me to do a bingo in the morning or afternoon. I've tried it. So I'm going to try to reach out at nighttime to do more of the bingos with you. And maybe while Buck is working, if he's got a slow night, he can help us out.
Well, we'll see. Sometimes it's good. My only concern is, would they see me?
Yeah. So just so anybody knows, I lost my daytime job doing social media, and they let me go, and I knew it. But it all worked out okay because I was closer to retirement. And I said, let's just go with the flow. I don't fight things as much. All right, so I will do it, but no video, says MJ. We don't have to have a video with MJ, not at all. Thank you, Bob.
You are.
But
Bye.
good night.
Thanks, Bob.
And now we turn the page.
Have a good